Dancing Queen is a 28-minute AMRAP. Starts with an 800-meter run, followed by 20 med ball cleans and 20 Russian kettlebell swings. The workout focus here is aerobic threshold training, right? So it's a longer workout at a low intensity. It's going to be a fantastic place to build aerobic capacity and improve our ability to metabolize fat as fuel, right? That's what we want in order to help our body burn fat throughout the day and to allow us to go for longer in workouts, right? So during these workouts, they should seem easier, right? We don't want them to seem difficult. They should seem easy and more repeatable than some of the shorter, more intense workouts we generally see in programming. All right. So aim to work nonstop at a pace that you can sustain. I mean, for like what could feel like hours, right? The problem that a lot of people have with like this aerobic threshold training or this base training at 60 to 70% of your max heart rate is that it feels too slow. It feels like there's absolutely no way that you are getting anything done. I promise you that you are, right? The key is just to stick within that 60 to 70% and really trust the process. So, if you're going to treat this as a base or a zone 2 workout, that 800-meter run, we're going to turn into a 4-minute walk or steady jog. For the 20 medicine ball cleans, you'll just need to find a pace that allows you to move at a place where your heart rate doesn't go above 70%. So that might be moving slower, taking deeper breaths, even splitting medicine ball cleans up into like 4 perfect sets of 5. Aside from just like moving slow and working on like our aerobic capacity during these long workouts, I think we tend to neglect the how much technique work we can really get into these and how much we can really work on our positioning in certain movements, right? Especially with med ball cleans. If we look at like some of the Olympic lifts we have, whether it's a clean or a snatch, and we know that we don't necessarily like extend our hips all the way at the top, or we have trouble getting into a deep squat, or maybe we bend our arms on a clean. If we're in a place where we're slowing ourselves down, really focusing on our breathing, really focusing on our technique, it's really an opportunity for us to address some of those faults that we have while we're in a place that feels very sustainable and doable and not in a workout where we're going all out, where focusing on technique just isn't going to be an option, right? Or something that we can like really think about correcting in the moment. Again, unlike during a zone 2 workout where you can slow yourself down, you can feel how everything is moving and identify the things that you need to work on the most. For the 20 Russian kettlebell swings, the biggest factor in this that's going to increase your heart rate is going to be the weight on that kettlebell. All right. Kind of regardless of how many sets you break it up into. So even if you break it up into like if 70 pounds is heavier for you and you try breaking up in 4 sets of 5, you still might get a heart rate spike just because that is a pretty significant weight for kettlebell swings there. So you might have to go a little bit lighter, right? Maybe 53 if you were planning on using 70, or 44, 36 if you're planning on using 53, and just keeping an eye on your heart rate and breaking it up accordingly. Breathing is going to be key again. All right. And again, just have a strategy for going into it. So definitely do not try to do these unbroken. What I'd say is maybe start with 2 sets of 10, see how your heart rate responds. If your heart rate is getting too high on the next set, when you come back, go for 4 sets of 5. If you're going to push this workout, this is another workout where I really want you to record your splits so we can understand where we kind of fall off in these longer time domain workouts, right? Again, the problem that a lot of people have with longer workouts and really pushing the pace is that their body just isn't used to working in these longer time domains. So it only once it gets to a certain point, we just fall off a cliff because we have to go to carbs or glucose for energy, and it's just not there like it would be if we were training these longer time domains more regularly. All right. So if you're going to push, please by all means do go after that 800-meter run. The 20 medicine ball cleans, go as heavy as you'd like on the Russian kettlebell swings. Just mark down the time that it takes you to complete each round. So we can see, did you get slower after the 10-minute mark? Or maybe you really slowed down after the 20-minute mark, or maybe even the 24-minute mark, whatever it is, that'll give us an idea of where we need to spend a lot of time training. If you're someone that the pace really falls off after the first 8 minutes, well, we really need to focus on time domains that are going to be 8 plus, right? In the 14s, the 20s, and the 30s. If you're somebody who, you get to like minute 20 in this like 18-20, and that's when you start to fall off, like that's better, right? You might be someone who needs to work on your top end speed, like those lower time domains, like 6 to 7, and you just need a little bit more work in those like 30-40 minute plus ranges there. So yeah, if you're going to treat this as a zone 2, it's a fantastic zone 2 workout. Just turn that 800-meter run into a 4-minute walk jog. If you're going to push at pace, awesome. Push the pace. Just write down your split times so you can identify the areas where your conditioning needs the most attention.